Hello and welcome to an all-new episode of BrickFeed. This week it's episode 141 and we're going to be talking about Lego Minecraft and Lego Creator. I'm your host, Sokoda.
I'm Starbreaker. I'm Eljay.
And I'm Josh.
Yeah.
Are you gonna introduce me?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have not any more super special guest, but instead super special member, Joshua Deck. Some of you who have been following us on TTV might know him as a guest in NinjagoCast and NinjagoCast Reacts, but he's now officially a member here on KTP.
Welcome.
Welcome, Josh.
Oh, Josh!
Thank you.
The man with the plan.
I don't have a plan, but it's truly an honor.
You got them mad art skills and minifig making gumption.
Thank you.
Oh, now we get to fight for all time. Now we get to duel with our sig fig interpretations. You know what? I now need to go make like every Ninjago character's figure.
Yeah, good luck with that. It took me months and like probably hundreds of dollars. So.
Okay, no, never mind. I'm good. I'm all right. Scratch that.
Eljay's too broke for that.
Yeah, no. I don't get paid enough to make Ninjago minifigures.
Broke Eljay, woke Josh. How y'all doing today, by the way?
I'm doing good. I hope you all are doing good as well.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Very exciting today. First podcast on KTP. I hope everyone enjoyed the launch of that channel.
I've been super stoked.
Yeah, you better have enjoyed it. A lot of work went into that. Yeah, no, it was very exhausting. But yeah, no, this will be the first one, and we're trying something a little bit different. Sokoda, did you want to elaborate, or do you want me to kind of talk about?
I can elaborate on it real quick.
Okay.
So for this podcast, we're trying something a bit different. We're recording in the Patreon chat on Discord, but we're recording our audio individually, so that might lead to better audio quality, which is something we wanted to try for a while, and this was a good opportunity to do that. And yeah, that's what we're trying today.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's kind of an experiment and see if things work. And obviously we're looking for feedback, so let us know what you think.
Yeah. Okay. Are you all ready to get into today's sets?
I know. I haven't been on a BrickFeed in a long time.
Yeah, someone asked in the live chat last episode when Eljay is gonna be back on BrickFeed, and we said like maybe when we do Minecraft we can get him back on.
Yes, I'm super jazzed.
Today's topic is Minecraft, and we can start with the first set, which is set number 21240, The Swamp Adventure, which goes for $9.99 and has 65 pieces.
Oof. I have mixed feelings about this set.
Really?
I think it's really cool. I like the new frog mold. I'm always down for slimes. And the minifigures, I mean, they're nothing to write home about, unfortunately. They're just pretty standard figs at this point. And the side build is actually really great. It's the swamp. It's a new biome. It's one of my favorite biomes now. It's not a $10 set. I'm sorry. It is not.
I thought this was a poly bag whenever I first saw it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It kind of looks like one, yeah.
I don't know, honestly. I think it's hard with pricing nowadays. But like you have two minifigures, which if you like think CMFs, that's already pretty close to $10.
I mean that
with like their internal logic, I can see why they priced this at $10.
It also
has
does
65
have the new
pieces,
frog mold,
which is under the regular like 10 cents per piece. But Minecraft usually has like bigger pieces, like not a lot of plates, more bricks. So I can kind of see why they'd ask $10 for this. But yeah, it might be a bit pricey.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, this is a $5 set. This is definitely something. This is like
I would say a $7 set, like the like the Mario, sets, the little tiny boxes.
Is there? I'm gonna be honest. I forgot there was a $7 price point bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
yeah.
like the little Mario builds that come with the micro figure and then like a plate for them to stand on with like a background feature. I personally also think that this is a set that would fall into that category, and am kind of alarmed that we have a set with it's got realistically two new things, because I mean it is recreating the swamp biome, which yes, it is new, but all those parts already exist. The two new things, to my knowledge, are the frog and the slime. And
Slime's not new.
Slime's not new? Oh, then you get one new thing. You're paying $10 for a frog. That's the way I'm looking at it, and I don't know. 10 is a little steep for me too.
I don't know. Like, if I compare it to other modern day Lego sets, for example, like $10 sets, Zane's mech from Ninjago, the SCCBS mech, that's $10 too, right? That's two minifigures like this. The mech, I'd say, has like probably as much as the side build here, right? Like weight wise.
Let me check because it's been a while since I've seen the.
And I mean, this is a 2023 set. If you compare it to the Marvel mechs, which are $15 now, and have only one minifigure, this is quite the steal.
So, taking a look at Zane's Power Up Mech Evo, set number 71761, released January 1st, 2022. Retails for $10. It's got 95 pieces.
Okay, that's a good amount more.
1, 2, 3... at least 3 new molds. Sorry, at least 2 new molds. Possibly a third, though I don't want to say that certifiably. But like you get a lot more. Like the Zane's Power Up Mech Evo is a more exciting set at $10.
Yeah,
than
I agree.
I think the Swamp Adventure is, because with the Swamp Adventure, like I have sets, I have not an extensive Minecraft collection, but I have a handful of Minecraft sets. I'm not going to get a new experience from this. The only thing that is interesting from this is the frog.
But that doesn't like go into the pricing, right? You kind of have to consider like the amount of plastic you get, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know, I just feel like...
And I feel like in that aspect, it's comparable to the Zane Evo mech.
Yeah, I could kind of see it. Like, Minecraft sets are fantastic because they're like little play sets. Like, almost all of them are just tiny play sets. And they're really, really, really snazzy. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess, for me, for someone coming into this new, I think it's not going to matter too much because you can get a lot of play value out of this. For me, personally, it just doesn't excite me because I've been with the Minecraft theme for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
as someone
fair.
that's just a general Lego collector, like even if I don't know, I don't have very many of the Minecraft sets, but just looking at this, I'm looking at a tree made of parts that I have in just my random parts bin, and 2 minifigures we've already gotten before.
Yeah.
For me personally, if I bought this, the only new things I would be getting would be the frog and the slime. And even then, the slime already exists in another set, apparently. So for me, like, I don't know. This is not worth $10 to me.
Yeah, to you. But I think it's like, that's a different way to look at it. If it's like a first set of a kit, I think it's not an awful $10 set, is what I'm trying to say.
That's reasonable. That's fair.
But yeah. Any more thoughts on this set?
Frog.
Josh, did you?
Not really. I think
Not really?
I think it's it's just a tree, you know?
Yeah. It's nothing too different from what we've had before, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the next one's probably a bit more exciting then. Set number 21241, the Bee Cottage, which goes for $24.99 with 254 pieces.
I like this one.
Yeah,
I think this is a... if we're going off the price per part ratio, and I know there are some people that don't subscribe to the price per part ratio as a metric of determining value. And I understand that. I've heard the arguments for and against it. I like it as a quick and easy way to begin to evaluate value. It's not a definitive means of determining it. It's just a quick and easy way of starting to. So, like, if I'm in a store and I'm like, okay, this set has 200 pieces, it's $20. Yeah, I feel like I can get... I'm not getting less than what I'm paying for.
I think for the I don't want to teeter off too much from the set itself, but for the price to part ratio discussion, I mean, there's a lot of criticism around it. I get it. There are bigger pieces, there are more exciting pieces than others. But I think the price per part is often a good like measurement for like the building experience you get out of the money, because that's the number of building steps you kind of have to do.
More pieces, more time building it.
Yeah, so it might not be like the best metric to judge the value of a set like once it's built, but it's, for me, it's still like a good metric to look at in a way.
Yeah. And in that respect, I think this is really good.
Yeah.
This is also a really exciting build. I got the first Minecraft B set. Let me try and grab that real fast. I think it's a 2022 set. While I look for this, you guys can go kind of discuss it more.
On one hand, it has baby zombie, and I immediately hate it. On the other hand, it has not one, not two, but 4 bees, including an angry bee in it, and then the giant bee fort. So it's adorable, and I love it.
I don't know
like
if
the
it's
little
just the
function
picture.
they have. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say, I don't know if this is just a picture. Like, is the bee cottage floating, or is it just kind of like a weird?
No, it's a weird picture. It's standing like in the back.
Jason.
Okay.
Yeah. There's nothing that like holds it up.
Okay, I was trying to figure it out. Okay, cool. Because I saw a little clear like stand, but it's holding up another bee, and I was like, I didn't know if it was trying. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
I think it's neat that these builds try to simulate mobs as homes and houses, because that's something that a lot of younger builders will try to do in Minecraft.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot with recent Minecraft sets, and with some of the ones we're looking at later today too. I think that's very smart, because you get like a brick built version of the mob in the same set, and it's also something like usable for minifigures.
I really like it. And I know that they've been doing it for as long as, I think one of the first ones was the sheep that they did forever ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that it gives kids a opportunity to have like a larger holdable version of a mob, as well as double functioning as some kind of like play fort for them to hop into the game and think, I could build a house in the shape of a bee. Like that's, I don't know. I really like that.
Yeah.
I found the set. It was a 2020 set. I didn't realize it had been that long. The first bee set was 21165, the Bee Farm. And that retailed for $20, had 238 pieces. So this is...
They're so angry.
This is $5 more and only like a few more parts. Like it's maybe 30-ish more. But I actually think that this is fine. You get another new minifigure exclusive to this. You do lose a minifigure from the Bee Farm, but
That's true.
I think it's a really cool construction that differentiates it in a pretty important way. Like you get another birch tree, you have a new function for the bees. The first one had a bees flying around feature. You're getting another beehive design, and Zach made some really excellent points, I think, in regards to the bee itself, the giant bee fort. So I actually think this is a really cool set, and I think that this complements the bee farm very well.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
The only like criticism I have for this set is that the base plate, I guess, is very barren. Like they could have added some smaller details on there.
Yeah, definitely. It very clearly went all to the B, and they were like,
Yeah.
wait, hang on. We still need some platforms, some ground to play on.
Yeah, so it's just like a
Yeah.
couple of green plates and some flowers. But I think
Also-
like no one buys this for the plate though, so I get bringing the budget to the B.
I'd buy it for the plate. No, I'm kidding. Also, who is planting beets anymore? Who's
I don't know.
planting
Crickets
beets?
tell me no one.
No, I liked that's weird. Also, I want to apologize. I forgot there was a baby zombie in this. That's kind of funny, but I agree with Zach. Screw the baby zombies; they're awful.
Yes. I don't know why they were added to the game. Honestly, I think it's a worse decision than adding the what is it called? The thing that attacks you if you don't sleep.
Oh,
The
shoot.
Wraith.
The Wraith.
Wraith,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw that thing. Why did
Oh, the Phantoms. We were totally
Yeah,
wrong. Thank you, Mono. Never mind. We were all so sure of it.
Oh,
Yeah, the Wraith.
man.
That sounds right.
Yeah, worst decision. I think even over the Phantoms, and the community voted for the Phantoms. I still don't understand how that happened.
But yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I think it's a very good set. It's fairly priced, and you get a nice play experience out of it. So, thumbs up from me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, next up is the same price bracket is 21242. The End Arena goes for $24.99 and has 252 pieces.
It's very impressive they were able to keep this within 2 parts of the bee cottage. But while they did that, you're also getting 2 minifigures, full-fledged minifigures, the Shulker box, and an Enderman.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of funny how it's 2 parts less, the same price, but I feel like you're getting a better value here.
I agree that this is a definitely more bang for your buck for play, like the ability to play with it. Have like a little micro battle going on, and then you have this towering obelisk of the Ender Dragon's head staring at you while you have this battle in this literal arena. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
And the functions of it are also pretty cool with like the ground opening up in that platform and it's shooting out a block from the mouth of the Ender Dragon. So I think that like play-wise, you get a lot out of the set. I mean, it needs 2 minifigures for it to be like a good arena. So I get why this one has to have 2 figures. But yeah, I think if you had to choose between one or the other, this one probably gives you more to play with. But I mean, you might just like the bees.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's necessarily any going wrong, but I 100% firmly believe this is a better value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
Also,
with that.
Is the golden carrot a new color for the carrot piece, or have we seen that before?
I think we've seen it before, but I'm not
look it up real
100% certain.
I'm
Is
not
the
certain
Shulker
on
box
that.
new?
Here, hold
Because
on.
I've never seen it before.
It's new to this wave, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's see, carrots. Why can't I didn't realize there were Lego like bundles of carrots. Okay, so in Pearl Gold, we have seen the carrot. Man, carrots come in a lot of sets. We have seen it once before, and it is from the Horse Stable, which was a set released in 2021. It was also a Minecraft set.
Yeah.
But that does mean that the golden carrot is exclusive to Minecraft sets.
That is
And it also
true.
means this makes it a lot more available.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only the second time it's ever been released. So
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that.
yeah,
We're also getting the sword piece back again in gunmetal gray, which is to emulate
Nice.
netherite.
That's nice, yeah.
So we've been getting those a little bit, but it's cool to see it back again.
I like the shield design too.
I was about to say I like the printed tile for the shield to emulate putting a banner on your shield. Like
Oh, yeah, and it looks
I
like
really
the Ender
like that.
Dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I don't know, we've had a plenty of them in the past, but I still really, really love the Enderman minifigure kind of build.
Yeah.
So well done. They're adorable. I noticed this one also comes with a plate for it to stand on. I'm glad that it includes that because they do kind of tend to just fall forward if they're holding anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
UCS Ender Dragon when? I'd buy it.
Listen.
I'd
Listen,
buy
man,
it.
let's not get ahead of ourselves. No.
I know we got an Ender Dragon set before, but I do want to see a bigger one.
That's going to be like the blockiest
We've had two? I don't
UCS
remember
set
the
I've ever
second
seen.
one. Hold on.
Yeah, we've had 2. There was like...
I'm going to look this up. I probably saw it.
It was-
just
I
blinked out
gotcha.
of my memory.
It was set number 21117, The Ender Dragon, from 2014.
Oh, yeah. This
And-
okay.
And it was also set number 21151, The End Battle from 2019. I actually have the latter one. I just haven't
Same.
built it.
Oh, okay.
I've got the latter one as well. I didn't realize how much. I guess it's only technically a little bit larger, but yeah, I would like to see a large scale end battle theme like this, like a revamp of the 2014 one. Personally,
Yeah, that'd be cool. I could see them doing that eventually.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the end is a theme they keep coming back to, so they'll probably get there again.
I'm glad that they do, but I understand when they don't. Because
Yeah.
the end is not the most robust environment in Minecraft.
true. I'd like to see them capitalize more on things like the Nether update.
They've done some cool sets for that.
They have.
Yeah.
I would just like to see more.
Yeah.
I mean, they've also done a lot of sets that are like that aren't just a biome. It's more like a player, created thing. So they could do a lot of like the arena where it's like a player made structure, but it just happens to be in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be cool to see. Yeah, I got nothing more for this, personally. I
Yeah,
think this is a
then-
cool set. I like it.
We can
Yep.
go to the next one.
Heck yeah.
Next one is set number 21243, the Frozen Peaks, going for $34.99 with 304 pieces.
It's blue. Dabu dee dabu die.
10
Blocky.
$10 more for 50 more parts. And
A goat.
a goat, a creeper, and 2 other figures. I'm torn about this one because on the one hand, you have the armor in a new color. It's now here in a shade of green. I don't know if it's exactly like the creeper shade or if it's the lighter green, but I think it's creeper shade.
It is hard to tell.
You're also getting the actual wraith. And you are getting a goat, which I think we have seen before, but not a lot of. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't feel like there's enough here to justify that price jump.
Yeah. I need to see like more interior stuff because right now it just looks like a pile of blue.
We have some interior pictures.
Okay, yeah, I was looking them up on Brick's set right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I mean,
it has a pretty nice interior. It doesn't have like... It's very much like a corner build.
yeah, I mean it's fine. It just
Yeah,
I know
it's
it's-
very basic.
I know it's emulating the actual blue color of the ice bricks or ice blocks in the game, but I do kind of wish that they sprinkled in some translucent blue for sake of just making it look a little better here, especially because there are some cases of them being fast and loose with visual accuracy towards Minecraft. And I
Yeah.
feel like just this wall of blue without any kind of printing or stickers to emulate like the scratches or scuffs or crystallization of the ice that you see in Minecraft. It doesn't quite capture the same kind of vibe, you know?
Right. I like the little play feature where you can put the goat at the top and like have it ram into any mobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
I also have like a TNT play feature, which a lot of Minecraft sets have, where you can blow up one wall of the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one isn't too outstanding to me. It's fine. It's a good set. The price is a bit heftier than the last two, but sadly in line with like the post price increase Lego prices.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, not really a standout for me, but a nice set, and it looks like the ice in Minecraft, the ice structures. So I mean, it's not like there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
My brain is poisoned.
Oh, no.
The wall that the TNT knocks away.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, overall, I'm not thrilled by this set. I mean, it's not the worst, but it isn't something that I would instinctively go for at this price range.
It is very okay. I think it is serviceable as like if I got this as a gift, I would not complain. I go, oh, that's neat, but I do not think I would necessarily go out of my way to obtain this.
Right.
Also, not terribly thrilled that this is where they decided to include some more of the green armor, because I think we've gotten the green armor before. I'd need to double check on that, but
I looked it up on Ricklink because I also thought we got it before, but it seems like we haven't.
really, okay,
At least there are none for sale.
that actually genuinely surprises me, because we've had a set with the turtles before.
Yeah, but I think that was only the helmet, not the armor.
Okay, fair enough. I'm a little bothered that they decided to include more of the green armor and then also have an emerald ore block in the same set. I know functionally children that play Minecraft are going to know that these two things are separate things. It's just visually I don't like looking at it because I feel like it's a little too... It's inferring something that isn't the case. It's inferring that, oh, you can have emerald armor, but you cannot. And I just...
Mojang adds emerald armor and it's leaked because of a Lego set.
That's funny.
Maybe Lego just wants to to do stuff that Mojang can't, so the kids will play with Lego instead.
It's funny.
I would like to see emerald armor added to Minecraft. I think it needs more uses, but I think a lot of things in Minecraft need more functionality.
Oh, snap. Wait a sec.
What's up?
This is the 10th year for Minecraft as a Lego sub-theme.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the first 3 micro builds... Oh, no, not even
2013?
just the first 3 micro builds. Yeah, no. First 3 micro builds came out in 2013.
Oh.
Or the
That's
first
cool.
2 of them. The village and the nether. And then the end came out in 2014, and that really kickstarted the entire theme, where we started getting proper brick-built sets.
I wonder if they're gonna do a 10-year anniversary thing next year then, maybe?
Yeah, because I mean...
I think the first micro build was an idea set, or
it was.
Kuso at the time. Maybe they consider the beginning 2014.
Which I would totally understand. I'd be fine with them doing that. That'd be cool.
Maybe we'll get some anniversary sets next year. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because they did it for friends in Ninjago, so...
We can hope.
Yeah. Should we move on to the next set, or does anyone have any final thoughts about this one?
I'm down to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Blue, dabu dee dabu die.
The next set is set number 21244, the Sword Outpost, for $44.99 with 427 pieces. I like this one a lot.
Me too.
I think it looks really
Are
cool.
you really a Minecraft fan if you've not built a giant sword? I think everyone that has played the game has tried to do something like this at some point.
Nope.
So, really?
You want to say
guess
I'm not
I'm-
a real Minecraft fan, Zach?
Oh man, I guess I'm just the weird one. Never
You wanna-
mind. I'm gonna go
wanna
hide in
go?
my corner of shame.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who you're talking to? You're
Yeah, I
talking to
do.
Minecraft superfan Eljay Johnson. No,
Mr. Minecraft.
Mr. Minecraft superfan. Friggin' kills me. The set rocks. I really like this.
I am
I think-
immensely surprised at the turnaround for making an Eljay figure.
What? Oh. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is super fast turnaround.
It's also really friggin' good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What are the-
I'm
are the wings vinyl?
surprised. Yeah, I was actually about to ask. I don't know if that's vinyl or not.
I have a picture of the... I think it's a new mold from
That's a
the close-up
thin mold.
picture. It might be vinyl. Oh, it's hard to tell in the picture, actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to
very
figure
hard to
out how
tell.
the... What's the piece that... Hang on. Is the neck and the head like one piece?
I think it's vinyl. I think it is, actually. If you look at this bigger picture, it's too thin to be some other mold.
Yeah.
Monarb in the
it's-
Patreon chat did bring up why is the trident purple and why is the LA so big? I think the trident's purple because it's probably enchanted. A lot of people enchant
Yeah.
their tridents.
Yep.
And then the LA being that size, I imagine that's just because it needs to be able to actually hold items to convey its functionality.
Yeah.
And I
'Cause
mean,
if
there's only so small that you can go with Lego before it
Yeah.
starts becoming like impossible to capture the look of something.
Right.
Yeah.
I also like in that picture, I really like how they did the sound block where you can put in the disc.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I love
cool.
that.
That's really smart with like that bracket piece. Good building technique.
It's very good. I love this set.
I think so. To kind of touch on a handful of things with this one, I think the LA looks great. I think you're getting some really good value here. You get 2 minifigures and a skeleton, so 3 creeper and the LA, so 5 and the pig, so 6 total characters to work with. The player character models are really cool. We also have, it's worth mentioning, there is a skin with oh gosh, how's that pronounced?
Oh, I know what you
Vitiligo?
mean. I don't know how it's pronounced either.
I think it says here vitiligo. Vitiligo. It's a skin condition,
Yeah.
and I think it's kind of cool that they're introducing that to Minecraft as well. When they'd previously introduced that to some of the skin tone prints in
Yeah, it wasn't the foosball table.
it was
Yeah.
the foosball
And
table.
There's a character in the Lego Friends set too.
Yep. Nope. That's right. So I think that's really nifty that's showing up here. I also like the other Minecraft player skin because they have a golden, like, a diamond wrestling belt, which I think is just hilarious. I like the trident piece. I know we've seen it before. It's a good piece. I didn't mention this last time. I really don't like the creeper.
Really?
I feel, and this is my biggest sticking point with the Minecraft sets. The creeper was a missed opportunity, and I feel like they grossly missed the mark on making the Lego creeper.
Really?
Do you want it to have like leg articulation, or is that
part of
what
that-
you mean? Or
Partially, part of it is the leg articulation, but ultimately it's the colors.
Yeah, for me,
Okay.
it's the lack of spots and printing because it is just kind of a green.
And
I
this
don't
could've
mind
been-
that.
I mean, you could have solved this 2 different ways. You could either print the pattern on, because you already have the face, and you can print all sides of the head, and you can print the tiles on the sides.
But
Or-
that would be way more expensive for them.
Or, I agree. Alternatively, you have the tiles on the sides be 1x1 tiles, and have them in alternating colors like on a creeper. So like lime and gray and black and green.
I gotta disagree with you here, LJ. I personally think it looks better the way it is. Because, like, if you look at the normal blocks, the dirt blocks, for example, they're just brown, right? But in the game, they have, like, texture and different colors to it as well. So, like, if you want, it's just a stylistic interpretation in my mind. Like,
Same thing with,
it's
like, all the
same
other...
style as the builds are without the printing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm with LJ on this one. I would have personally, I know for like sake of saving costs, much as people bemoan stickers, I would have at least liked to see stickers included with the creeper.
No, stickers for minifigures is no-go.
No-go?
Not only
I mean,
are
it's
stickers for minifigs no-go, stickers in Minecraft are ridiculously rare, and I want to keep them that way.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair, but the way I imagine it is it's just for the 1x2 tiles that are on either side of the creeper.
Well, same. I agree with Sokoda here. Like, if you look at the zombie, it's very minimalistic on the torso, even though like the zombie in the game is more, and like same thing with with Steve and Alex. Alex is a little bit more detailed, but Steve is still like just mostly just a plain blue torso with just like a little tiny bit of printing. I think that it's a very stylistic thing, and I think that having like a more complex print on a creeper would make it look more different than the other.
I'm fine without the print. The print isn't my big sticking point. It's the fact that it's just all green. So I'm down for the 1x1 tiles. I'll have to I want to illustrate it at some point because I have a creeper, of course, and I want to show what I mean.
Isn't the reason why they did the tiles on the side, is that so they could do the charged creeper, or is it just kind of like?
It's probably because they try and make pieces as utilitarian as possible.
Yeah, I think... Was the charged creeper even a thing when they started doing...
I mean, probably not, creepers? But they
No, it was. It's been a thing for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even still, though, at least swap out the 1x2s for 1x1s of different color variation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be fine to me.
Because the eyes already show that there is dark green on the creeper, so you just swap out one of them with a dark green and alternate it on the different sides, and that way it still has only 2 colors for the whole body, which is less than most of the Minecraft minifigures have, and it's still in that simple style. Still a less complex build than even the Enderman.
Yeah, I mean, and I get what you guys are saying. I get that it is a stylistic thing. To me, I still feel like it was possible to add a little more detail to the creeper. And it feels a little too plain to me because the creeper is just synonymous with Minecraft. It is so wildly iconic, and a lot of that I feel is attributed to its pattern.
I'll agree with that. The face and the pattern.
We've drawn our Marvel's Civil War battle lines.
Yeah. Team detail versus team stylized.
I don't know if you got the spare parts for it, but I think the colors I would recommend if you were to test this out, maybe take a photo or something, would be a dark green 1x1 on the lower right, and then a sand green 1x1 on the upper left.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the in-game model for the creeper, and yeah, there is bands, gray bands that kind of go diagonally down it. I don't know how they would achieve that.
I think it's worth looking into at some point, and I'm glad that the model itself, at first the whole lack of articulation bothered me, but at that scale, with that specific shape, I can forgive it. I really can. Regarding the set, it's great. I think this is a fantastic play model. I think that it's a great concept, and I think you do get a lot of money for what you're... you get a lot of value for what you're paying for. There are a lot of features, like a tower can fall, and there are, flick fire missiles.
I think the interior is, you can take it out and...
Yeah, Minecraft sets are they're kind of modular to an extent, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, if you complete the sword, it looks like it could be, it looks like it's almost to scale with human size. It reminds me of those the toy swords, the toy Minecraft swords that you would get This one specifically looks like the kind of ones that would like light up and stuff, or like make sounds. Just with like how it's plastic and like overly pixelated. There's like a specific Minecraft sword that I'm thinking about that does all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I think I know what you're talking about.
I also think it's pretty fun because like the whole sword is of course like built sideways, but they still built it in a way that it has some studs on top, so you could put minifigures on top of there, which is some good attention to detail and to play. And yeah, overall it's just like the sword is so iconic, which makes this build like stand out a lot, and I think it's a great set. The price per piece is a bit under the 10 cents per piece rule, but I think it's fair.
Yeah, I think it's fair as you get up to higher piece counts, because then you get a little more leeway in terms of percentages.
Yeah. Also, the return of flick-fire missiles was not something I expected for 2023, but I'm fine with it.
It really wasn't.
There's a lot of things happening that I wasn't expecting for 2023.
Don't you start, Zach. No, I'm kidding.
What's next? Non-fungible Minecraft?
Don't give him ideas.
Please don't, Mojang. Please.
Yeah, I'm all good.
I mean, you want to know what's next, Zach? Next is set number 21245, the Panda Haven, for $49.99 with 553 pieces. This one I think is really cool. Yeah. This is like a bit like the bee we talked about earlier, where it's like a big mob as like a house, but the way that you can like have him sit or like on four legs, and the interior is fully detailed, and you can open it up from different sides and stuff. It's a really cool build with like lots of different ways to play with it.
It is cool, and it's a nice like you said with the bee. It's a nice display / larger play toy.
Yeah.
Circular cake.
Let me
Blasphemy.
Yeah, it's kind of cursed. So we're spot on for price per part. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the pandas. I have the original panda set as well. That's really good. This is harkening back to what we were talking about in regards to what you were talking about with the bee, Zach. And like having that model to play with.
Yeah, the larger model for kids to like pick up and play with and admire.
Yeah.
Like it's a full toy in and of itself, as well as part of the play set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that dual functionality is just awesome.
Yep, I think this is excellent. I am a little sad by the fact that we're losing out on some of like the playground, like in order to go to the panda, but I can definitely forgive it because it's just such a good looking panda.
Yeah. It's also big. It fills out a lot of space, which I really like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we still get pandas, which is freaking phenomenal.
Yes.
Would be weird to not get a minifigure scale panda.
Right.
I would. Yeah.
The minifigure itself, the custom one, is really cool. Kind of looks like a zookeeper almost.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have a whole lot to say about this. I'm impressed by it. The only thing that actually like saddens me is just how little play space there actually is, but I understand why, and it makes up for it in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's bizarre, the inclusion of the blue fire torch.
I don't necessarily think it's bizarre. It's just a thing you can do.
I know it's a thing you can do, but I find it interesting that it is in a setting that otherwise has no other like references or mentions or visual representations of the Nether update. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of their things where they don't classify it as something exclusive to playing around with nether stuff, but I do find it interesting that there's just a single random blue fire torch in the background.
No, that's fair. I get that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like
The pandas are adorable.
probably
I can't
just
stop
some
looking at them.
variety. It's cool that
Yeah.
you can like attach the bamboo to the panda's hand too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why that's like that. That's cool.
Yeah, and you can open up the bag. It's very accessible. You can flip like the head
it's-
forward and backwards. So
It's using that book cover piece. That's cool.
yeah, from the Hogwarts Harry Potter sets. Yeah.
Mhm.
Such
So
a good set.
overall, it's a very smart set. I feel like it's just like you can do a lot with it. And
Yeah.
I like
But that's
that.
cool how like you can also put the bamboo in the like the buildable pandas like hand. That's neat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Oh, they're talking about the little ones.
no,
Okay.
I mean, you could do that too. It's just
Yeah.
a smart set. It's
Yeah,
just
it's a
really
cool
smart.
set.
I like it a lot. It's a very good price.
If I were a kid, I would imagine this is like a walker. Like my immediate thought with the bee was that it's like a spaceship, and so if it's like that, then this is definitely a walker.
Star Wars crossover, Panda versus AT-AT.
Ultra
What really
panda
happened
transport.
on the Battle of Hoth?
Put in some really good redstone engineering and build a giant
Oh,
animal.
man.
the slime block piston like moving thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
When's Lego ever gonna do one of those? Oh wait, you can just move stuff by yourself. I forgot.
Oh man.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
we can move on to the final Minecraft set for today then. Set number 21246, The Deep Dark Battle, for $64.99 with 584 pieces.
Okay.
I think this is really, really good. This is wonderful.
I think visually it looks great.
It looks great.
Bit of a
yeah.
step back in terms of price per part there. You're losing out on more than the regular ratio would have it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like 70 parts less than what on par would be. And I get you're getting the Warden, which I will admit, the Warden looks incredible.
Is that a new helmet piece too?
It's not. It's exclusive to Minecraft, of course, but we have gotten it previously. This isn't
Okay.
its debut.
You mean
Oh, shoot,
the
the,
netherite
um,
one? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, the netherite
Yeah.
helmet.
That's also cool. The crossbow. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been keeping track of Minecraft for a Minecraft for a really long time. So this is like this is like my first experience seeing these.
Yeah.
This
I like the.
is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
This is a tough one for me because I think that visually this is outstanding. I think that the Warden looks great. They did a great job translating him. I think that the actual build here is really good. It encapsulates this environment very well. I like the netherite armor. The minifigure that is wearing it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to have the crossbow. I don't know who in their right mind would have an enchanted hoe and bring it here. I mean, maybe there's like a tactic I'm just not in on, but that strikes me as strange, but I digress.
If I had to hazard a guess, they're probably trying to take the what are the new blocks called? The ones that summon the Warden. They're probably trying to mine those because they're like a
The
plant
Shrieker boxes.
Yeah, I think they're trying to snatch those up, and then they brought the crossbow for actually fighting.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know you can replant those, right? And then they spread around.
There are a couple different blocks, but one of the blocks, yes, you plant it, and then anything that dies in a certain vicinity to it
Will make
will
it grow bigger.
transform
Yeah.
the terrain into a farmable material that gives you XP. And that's what most of this blue stuff is.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and I get that. I think it's very well represented. There's another function I'm not seeing any photos of. There's a turn wheel.
Yeah, that I'm assuming that like raises up a platform that'll raise the warden up. Because you can see the little like platform behind in the little gap. And you can put the warden there, and then
the warden does come out of the ground when he's summoned.
Oh wait, yep. Here it is. There's a picture on the back.
Of the box.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll post
it's
it for everyone to
play
take a
feature.
look at it. Josh is exactly right. It's exactly
That's
what that does.
super cool. That is super
That's
cool.
great.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this price is still too steep for me, and it's definitely suffering heavily from the Lego price increases that we've seen this past year. But this is a really cool set, and I think that there's a lot of play value here.
Yeah, this is a set I would go halvesies on someone with. I love the attention to detail here, and no like hesitation to dive into this Minecraft update and start making cool things like this super, super good warden figure. There's a lot about this that I really like, so I might have to look into going halvesies on it with someone.
No,
I just think
want it all for me. No,
I just think they convey the style of the area really well in this build. With like, they use a lot of the little tiles from dots. They use like the tooth pieces in turquoise. Some very cool building techniques to just give this area like a very unique look.
yeah.
That's what I really like about the set.
I like all the little candle like pieces around there too.
Yeah. With the new 2 plates piece, basically.
Yeah.
2 plates high brick.
I'm glad they're starting to do more of that, especially the 2x2 plate, because that one, I don't know, I die inside every time I got to stick 2 of those together.
Yeah. I think this is really good, and definitely very understandably the flagship for this wave.
Yeah. All right. That was it for the Minecraft sets. All of these come out at January 1st. Now we're going to be talking about some of the new LEGO creator reveals, because I think there are some very interesting models there too. The first one we have is set number 31133, White Rabbit. It's big
It's a rabbit.
Chungus.
No, stop. Messo's not here.
Big Chungus, big Chungus. I hate it. I hate it. Those
Flush him
slogans, I
out.
swear.
Very Chungus.
Gosh. All right. What was the part count and price count for this?
It's 258 pieces for $19.99.
Okay. Awesome price per part. This is
that's-
solidly a $20 set.
Yes.
This is a
Creator
great-
prices are usually pretty good.
I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
I thought this would have been like 30.
Yeah,
that's really
especially
good.
considering it's a 3-in-1. You still have another 2 models.
Yes,
You have
and the bird and the what's the other
seal.
one? A
the
seal. And they are extremely good. Like the alt models for this set.
Yeah.
Like they look like they could be the main model.
Is that a cockatiel?
The bird?
I think so, yeah, because that's
I
what I
don't
was
know.
thinking was. Let me see.
No, I might be wrong about that. It's gosh, it's not a cockatiel, but it's something, and I don't remember what it's called. Gosh, yeah, no, I can't remember what it. Oh, wait. Yeah, sulfur crested cockatoo. That's what it is. Okay, I was very close. Looks stellar. Like
Yeah.
all these models are great.
Yeah, I personally don't think I would build the rabbit. I'd probably build the cockatoo, but all these are really well done. I am a little weirded out, but like also impressed with the use of the half clamshell pieces for the rabbit's paws, because
I think that
My
that's
brain-
such
my
a
brain-
smart part usage.
it is
But,
smart,
yeah.
but my brain also looks at that and goes, it has how many toes?
It looks
You're
like
right.
AI art.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I really don't have a lot to say about this because I just find it so wildly smart. I don't have a lot to critique. The carrot looks good. The rabbit looks great, even though I can't forgive the Big Chungus association at this point. The seal looks just so fantastic. Same clever parts usage with the clamshells. It's just great. It's a cool scale. It's a great price for part. I wouldn't buy it just because it's not within my interest sphere. But this is a solid set.
I also very much like it uses a lot of like rounded pieces, which Lego often doesn't do that much. This like it has a lot of building techniques that look more like a mock than an official set, with the way the cheeks are built, for example, on the rabbit, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like the piece usage, like in its torso. Those big like quarter pieces. I don't know what they're called, but like how it kind of rounds that out. It's really cool.
Yeah, just stellar. Absolutely stellar.
All right. Next up, we have set number 31143, Birdhouse.
I'm buying this.
Oh. First, the info, $29.99, 476 pieces.
Okay, so we've now exceeded our good benchmark for price per part. So that's already great.
The birds are adorable. All of these builds are so cute. They're tiny and round, and the birdhouse is just... it's a birdhouse, but I love the sloping and angular look. The birds are the selling point. I love it.
Yeah, and you can open it up.
I love it.
The birdhouse too. And this one also has some awesome like alternate builds.
Yeah, the beehive is so cool.
Little beehive, yeah.
I love the bee box. Maybe one of you guys can help me with this on the build with the bench. I know
like
that's
a hedgehog and a squirrel.
A hedgehog and a squirrel. Yeah.
Okay, great. I was not able to figure out what that was. It's like, what is that, an anteater? It's a real stumpy one if it is. I just could not figure it out.
No, it's a hedgehog, yeah.
But this set's awesome. The birdhouse, I think, is definitely the best of these builds. Though
yeah, that's definitely the main model. It seems like the bench, for example, doesn't use a lot of the pieces.
Yeah, the bench is good, though. It's a great bench. I'm not as thrilled about the other characters. The bee box is hilariously great in just so many friggin' ways, except for that pile of honey. I don't like that.
Yeah, goopy. I think that's just like, hey, we have some spare pieces.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's try and cram these in too. I don't know. That feels a little... It doesn't mix with the rest of the set in my eyes. But everything else just awesome. I think if you're a fan of birds, you're definitely going to want this because there's so many different birds.
It's a fantastic price too. Like
excellent,
for real.
excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value here, and I think this is really, really stellar.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have a lot more to say. What about you guys?
Me neither.
I like it.
It's a great set. Yeah. It also looks like pretty tall from the size of the birdhouse.
I like the little feeder.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to get two so you can build the squirrel so it keeps on getting into the freaking feeder.
Okay, our next set is set number 40644 Pinata. Goes for $9.99 and has 206 pieces.
Now, audience, please do not eat the candy. It's not actually candy.
This one has a fun function where you can basically open it up and it like one by one studs fall out.
You know, I can beat any set with a bat and studded pieces are gonna fall out. So like,
I was about to say. I think I would have preferred to see a function where maybe it's loosely held together by a couple studs in the middle there, rather than just like bending open. But it is clever and cute. I think that a lot of kids are going to be happy with this, and a lot of parents are going to be upset with all the one-by-ones they have to clean up. But yeah. I think it's solid.
I think the only thing that could have made it a little bit better, those like Lego strings that have like the stud on either end. If it included one of those, and you could like attach it.
Hang it up.
Oh, you could hang it up. Yeah, that would be fun.
It's
That's good. Good idea.
So, I think this is really clever. Also, I don't know who designed the birdhouse, but according to Brickset, the designers that worked on this were James May, who is fantastic. Definitely follow him on Twitter. And Dan Squirrel. And I just really hope Dan Squirrel worked on the last set we looked at.
Yeah.
I think this is a really great design, but I just want to take this up. I don't have a lot to say on it. I just want to take the opportunity to joke about how this is our first Lego Fortnite set, and also
I mean,
the
did
final.
you see the Prime Empire sets?
Okay, that's a good point. In that case, my other remark is it's crazy to see where Party Llama from Video ended up.
Oh no!
No.
This is how he makes money now after Video went sideways.
Retirement's not treating him well.
He's still waiting for his Emmy.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Party Pinata. Hey, wait, I'm not ready for the bats. So, no, it's nifty.
Yeah, I also don't have a lot to say about this one, but I think it's a fun set, and it's a great deal too.
Viva Pinata, not around here.
So the next one I found pretty interesting. It's set number 40651 Australia postcard, goes for $14.99 and has 191 pieces. So if you look at the other postcard sets, for example, like the London postcard, which has like the Big Ben, the London Eye, and like very iconic city landmarks, or the New York postcard, which has like the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building. And then there's the Australia one, it just has like a rusty shack, a windmill, a tree.
Having spoken to a native Australian about this set, they were amused and a little disappointed that they remembered the rest of the world just kind of looks at Australia as the wild outback with dusty, crusty trees and flat landscapes. I personally
They could have included like the Sydney Opera House.
I
or
was
something,
just about to say the Sydney Opera House and the harbor around it, like anything really, other than just it's funny. There's the desert, haha.
Okay, Lego.
This kangaroo sign.
Lego, if you really want to lean into the meme, just put it upside down on all the boxes.
Just because of that, I might actually build it upside down if I ever get it.
This is hilariously insulting. I cannot fathom.
The white bird, is that the cockatoo again?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
And it just... What were they thinking with this? I'm looking at all the other... I haven't paid too close attention to any of the other postcards, so I'm taking a look at them now. Beijing looks great. You got the Great Wall of China, which makes perfect sense. Paris postcard, you've got the cheapest version of the Eiffel Tower that you can get now. The London postcard, like you were saying, Sokoda looks just friggin'... It looks excellent. I am ridiculously biased. I think the New York postcard looks stellar.
Yeah, it also has a minifigure, which is great.
Exactly, yeah. You got the Eiffel Tower, you got the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, the World One Trade Center. Just great.
Meanwhile, head back to the outback and come to my shack where we can play the didgeridoo.
Yeah, what do you mean? I love going to visit the New York Statue of Liberty, the Beijing Great Wall of China, and the Australian shack. Like,
gas station shack.
Call me a rattler if you want to say it. Got it on a shelf right there.
It's like, okay, guys, we need to make an Australian set. Like, what is Australia known for?
Didgeridoo, kangaroo.
we got a sign with a kangaroo on it.
I do like the kangaroo sign though. I feel like that could be useful for a lot of like mocks and stuff.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Do we
No,
have
it's-
a Lego
it's
kangaroo
great.
yet? Like if
No.
Do we? I don't think we have one actually.
we might have gotten like a brick built one at one point.
Yeah, but not
I don't
like
think
a
we've-
mold.
We could have at least gotten that, and instead we get a 2x2 printed yellow tile.
I'm trying to
This
think
is-
of. I'm trying to like figure out what that thing in the top left is. With the
That's
the
a
red
plane.
sheets.
Plane.
It's a plane.
plane.
Okay.
It's an
I
airplane.
think so. Yeah.
It's a random plane, classic Australian planes.
Australia's got airplanes. How else are you gonna get there?
I thought it was a cloud with something on it.
That's stupid. That's the whole reason. It's like, well, you can't get there anywhere else. Anyway else, definitely not by like friggin' boat or nothing. Just
Well, you
can
gotta
only
swim? That's
be-
ridiculous.
You can only be friggin' Fortnite airdropped in Australia.
It would be even better if the airplane was upside down.
Like I can only imagine the only thing that make this worse would have been like to include like a snake. It's like, here you go. There's this snake and a spider. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't
Yeah,
with
why
how
isn't there a spider?
terrible. Yeah, right? Like there's no snake, there's no spider. This is
Oh, you ask me, they had to include a classic crocodile.
I gotta know who designed this. Because no Australian made this. I can't imagine. Like no Australian that's proud of their country made this.
They went to Google Images, typed in Australia, and made a set of the first image
Like
to
this
pop up.
looks like a set about Australia designed by the CEO of Outback Steakhouse. That's how Australian this is. Oh,
I'm just to see. I'm googling an image.
already-
I'm googling Australia, going to Google Images,
already
and
did.
scrolling until I see a picture that looks like this.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the first image was Disney Opera House.
Yeah, scrolling. I see
do you not
jungly
include
rainforest. I see harbors and cities. Okay, like 50 images down, I get a grassy desert plateau.
I think it's also interesting that like most of the other ones are like city postcards, like Beijing or London, New York, and this is just like Australia.
I don't
They need
understand how we didn't get this. Like,
what they need.
Why
to
didn't we
do.
get like Sydney or?
Right. That's a great point. What they need to do with this is they need to rename this set. They need to like backtrack hard and go Australian Outback postcard.
please.
Yeah.
Not Australia postcard. Just back this the heck up. Now, in all fairness, the other postcards are also named after the places they are in. Specifically, you don't
Yeah.
have a France postcard.
Or
Like you were saying,
United
Sokoda,
States
it's all cities.
Or yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they're trying to position
Branch out.
themselves in a way that they can like start introducing like a United States postcard, a Britain postcard. I don't think they will, but they could.
Yeah. We'll see.
Friggin' kills me. This is hilarious.
I can't wait for the Germany postcard with like the Autobahn and a giant beer.
Oh my
All
gosh.
the
Giant lager.
cliches.
You see Reinhardt just for some reason.
Half of it is just a giant bratwurst. Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah, everybody's wearing Oktoberfest like outfits.
Gosh.
I actually don't know what they would make for Germany. Sokoda? What would,
I mean, they
what-
could do
what-
cities. They could do like Berlin and
I'm
There-
not
there's-
familiar with any like classic Berlin structures.
well, you should come and visit. And I mean, I'm not in Berlin, but
No, okay, well, you know what? Sure, I will. I'll see you in a little bit.
there's like, I mean, what's the German name? The English name. The
I mean,
Brandenburg
I'd go to the
Gate.
Yeah,
That's
Brandenburg
like
Gate.
the
I was
most.
just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 more sets. This one is, I don't know if we have that much to say about this one. It's set number 238 heart ornament for $12.99 with 254 pieces.
They're gonna
And
have
it's
to
just like-
airdrop like these in bulk into Australia to make up
Yeah,
for
to
the set.
apologize.
We're sorry. We love you.
Sending some hearts to Australia for the mean postcard.
Sorry about your set. Have this instead.
Yeah.
No, this is good. I like this.
Yeah, it's
It's
fine.
It's
cute.
nice. It's quaint. This makes for a nice like Valentine's Day gift, which is exactly its intention.
Yeah.
So
I like sets that can like double as decorations too.
I am a little bothered that it's like completely and wholly symmetrical. I wish that they like gave it a little bit of variance to both sides.
I mean, you can easily do that yourself.
I know you can do it yourself, but it's not advertised as that, so it just kind of
Yeah.
does look a little bizarre. But it's still very cute in concept. I like it.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything about the heart?
It's
No.
cool.
Okay. So we got one last set, and this one's a big one. It's set number 10312, the Jazz Club, which is the latest in the modular building series. It goes for $229.99 with 2,899 pieces.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
you like Huey Lewis in the News. No,
You know, out of all the B sets you've seen here, there's no B in this set, and that disappoints me.
There's no B in the set. Oh, because I get it. That took a bit.
Here we are making that reference, and
I know.
no, this is good though. I think it's another really solid modular build. They're still
Yeah.
keeping on with up in their game with the creative shaping on the outer building faces. I in particular really like the usage of the upside down kind of car wheel rim, whatever it is, up at the top center of the Jazz Club building.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's cool.
I don't know how they're doing that, but it looks really good for the shaping there. And then I know it's like you got a mini greenhouse on top of the building next door with the hanging flower kind of decorations.
If I had to guess with the upside down thing, they probably have it on the same way they did like the upside down pieces on the castle,
Yeah.
where they just have it like resting there and then they kind of have it locked in place. That's really cool though. I love
Yeah, I like it.
the stained glass windows. Really cool.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
You got a
Has
Lego
also-
base piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
A
new?
new it's a new instrument piece.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is
Yeah.
really cool. So
The
this
interior
is
is
just
also
one.
very nice again. I'm sorry.
This is
Yeah,
just one
go ahead.
base plate, right? It's not one and a half.
No, I think it's just one. Yeah.
Okay. It tricks me a little bit because I feel like the Jazz Club is like on its own base plate, and then the pizza like shop is another like half base plate. Just the way that it's
From
know,
the
proportioned.
looks, I
But-
think
like
from
an
the looks of
Ninjago
it,
City
it's
docks.
just
yeah,
Yeah.
or the assembly square.
if you look at the picture of just like the ground floor, I think
It's
it's
just
one base plate.
it just looks bigger than I thought it would be, or than it actually is.
Yeah.
So-
I did hear that this set struck up a little bit of controversy pertaining to minifigure skin tones.
I don't know if controversy is the right word to
Why?
describe.
Why would it?
Rather, I guess I'll just say discussion.
So it's discussion is more the appropriate way of discussing this or of titling this. It has to do with the skin tone of some of the characters that are using certain hair pieces to denote particular ethnicities and skin tones, because
Yeah.
jazz is it has heavy roots in the black community.
Yeah.
And so there are characters that they're part coded to be from that community. That's the intention. That was the point. However, all these characters have yellow skin tones. They are the exact same
Yeah,
skin tone. It's Lego yellow, which is standard fare for all of these.
Yep.
And so there was a discussion generated behind that in terms of whether or not it would be more prudent to eventually drift away from that and to realistic human skin tones. And I don't have a lot to input on this particular conversation. This really isn't my conversation.
Yeah.
I've always been fine with the yellow skin tone when I made all of the TTV sig figs for a TTV, which, you know, most of them have transferred over to KTP. I made them all yellow because to me it's a Lego thing. And to me it's just kind of it allowed me to focus more on other attributes that you can recognizably see as certain individuals.
Yeah.
But again, that's just me. This really isn't my conversation.
The way Lego usually does it is just like yellow for original things and skin tones for licenses or like real life people or anything like that. So they just like stick to those rules. So I'm not really surprised that they did it this way. I mean, I think you can still tell at the minifigure like what they were going for.
Yeah.
But
I think some people are just like, I think Lego has kind of started to set up the argument because the foosball table is the first non-licensed set to feature skin tones.
Okay, yeah. That one kind of breaks that rule in a way.
It 100% does. It completely 100% nixes it. And I mean, in all fairness, the minifigures in that set are phenomenal.
They're great.
There's
Yeah.
so
They're
much
really, really
excellent
done. Really,
customization
really done well.
in that set. I would be so down to try and get my hands on it if A, I cared about foosball, and B, it wasn't so expensive. It's
It's 30% off now.
still not buying it. Not even for 30% off. It's still too much money because I just want to cannibalize the minifigures.
Yeah. I've been searching for a single hair piece from that for like several months now, and it's nowhere to be found.
There's some hair pieces that I would like to use that are new in that color for people that I know. So it's a great set for minifigure customization. Lego said that they wanted it to be, they intended that to heavily emphasize diversity in skin tone and character design. But it is the first non-licensed Lego set to feature skin tones instead of yellow minifigures. And since we have that, there are a lot of people questioning, well, why couldn't this also be that way?
Yeah, I get that. It's fair because there's a precedent for it now.
Yeah.
It's also like part of the series of like modulus though, and none of the others like have skin tones.
Yeah, the
So
way
we
I've
kind of-
always kind of looked at it is classic Lego. It focuses less on. I don't know. The way I've looked at it is it kind of takes this approach of regardless of who you are, where you're from, we're all just Lego fans, and so you can look at a set with its individual minifigures, and just like. Anybody can be anyone in this. And that's the way I've always thought that they've approached minifigures. So for me, it definitely doesn't bother me. But I do think that, especially with the precedence of the foosball table now, the discussion is valid. And it makes me wonder what we're going to see in the future as a result of that.
Yeah.
I guess another point is that, like, minifigures are meant to be disassembled and swapped out and everything like that. So if you want, like, they have. I really like the foosball table because it gives you a lot of different, skin tones and like head, face prints and all that stuff. And I like that it gives you like the variety to go, and if you want to change out something, you can. I'm trying to think of like how far if they did. Like if they were going to do it with the modulars, which, Sokoda, they, like, I know you said that they've always used the yellow, like,
Yeah, they
skin
used to
tone
just have like the blank Lego
used to have
smiley face.
Yeah, and then they changed that. So there's really no like reason why they couldn't, switch over.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I'm just thinking of like, would they do it with other themes too? Like, would they do story themes with like without the yellow skin tones?
I don't expect them to switch over. I think the foosball table probably was a one-off thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't mind personally that much.
Yeah, I also
So
think for the foosball table, it was a matter of like not just an opportunity to recreate sports players, like individual people, but also like sports players or sports fans. So like little Jimmy playing soccer or major soccer league superstar. Insert name here. I don't watch.
That reminds me of that one Harry Potter set that has like a bunch of that like allows you to make your own.
Oh yeah, the
characters.
The like suitcase.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right now the way it's structured, Lego has two different kinds of minifigures. They have people as Lego minifigures, and then you have people in the Lego world. And the people in the Lego world they're the yellow minifigures, and then the people as as minifigures have skin tones. And I think Lego differentiated that very well with the divergence of yellow minifigures for license themes. They split from that with Star Wars. And I think that differentiation makes a lot of sense. I don't mind the foosball table doing also splitting off. I think it's a phenomenal set. And I wouldn't care if they moved away from the yellow minifigures. But I also I think the way they do it now is also perfectly valid too. Mm-hmm. We got to be a part of a roundtable discussion with one of the set designers that worked on this, or one of the, I don't know if he worked directly on this, but he has at least overseen it. There was another Lego website that already posted
BrickFeed, I think, posted an article.
BrickFeed posted an article. They were there as well. But we got a chance to sit down with Jamie Berard, who is obviously infamous for being a part of the Lego modulars. I don't want to try and paraphrase the answer he gave to this subject, because this question came up in regards to the minifigure skin tones, and he gave just such a phenomenal response, and I thought it was very thoughtful and very insightful. I'll try and see if we can bring that up at some point and get a quote regarding that, but it was really well done. So I definitely think that the team working behind these sets are very cognizant of this conversation. Yeah. They're trying to approach it as carefully and responsibly as they can, and I think they are doing a really good job. And I think that the Jazz set is an excellent job, and I think they did approach it with this conversation in mind, and they did their best to do it in a way that satisfied as many people as they could. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
As far as the set is concerned, it looks great. I don't have a lot to talk on this set, honestly speaking. Jazz is one of my least favorite types of music. Definitely not saying it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. It was just not something that I gravitated toward. But it's a phenomenal looking set. It's excellent. It's very well built. It's top notch.
I also like how it's more of a performance club too, because if you look down at the sign, it says live music and magic show, and one of the minifigures is a magician. So it's
there's a rabbit and a hat.
Mm-hmm. It's I like that it's focused also kind of on if you don't want it to be specifically for jazz, it can also be just sort of a general theater type building.
Yeah,
I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, I also like the pizza store at the side.
I like the little greenhouse at the top. That's really cool.
There was also another article on BrickFeed about the set. they changed the design for the 18 plus instructions with this set to a more like lighter colors. And a lot of people have been talking the Lego community because they changed like most of the instructions this year to the lighter colors. And the reason why they did that is because the paper bags are going to be like introduced very soon, or there are already in some sets now.
Oh.
And it's so the way I might just read the quote. They said the covers of the building instructions for many of our sets underwent a redesign this year, with exception of our Lego sets for adults. Starting from 2023, building instructions for adult sets will also feature redesigned covers with lighter background prints. The redesign of building instructions covers is connected to our move to paper-based bags in our boxes. Lighter background print ensures that we maintain our very high quality standards, in this case, that the visual appearance of the paper bags is not impacted by potential ink marks caused by friction between building instructions and bags during transportation. That makes a lot of sense. Like, I didn't think about that when they changed the instructions. I saw a lot of people like complain about the newer instruction designs, but that's like a perfectly reasonable explanation in my opinion. That the ink doesn't like dirty the paper bags once they are introduced.
Yeah, I also think it's reasonable. And some people might say, well, why didn't they just do this before? Because instruction booklets often do come wrapped for larger sets. Like you'll see that in the case of like Ninjago City Docks or Ninjago City Gardens or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like sets I'm familiar with. And they'll come in like plastic wrapping. Well, plastic and paper have very different forms of friction.
Yeah.
Paper is a lot more coarse, and that'll rub off a lot easier. You were seeing a lot of people that like to bag on Lego for like any small thing, like to give a lot of bad faith criticisms and critiques, being like, oh, high quality standard. Well, now look at the instructions. They don't look good anymore. It's like, I mean, it might not be your quality standard, but they're not worried about a visual standard is a very individual thing. Mm-hmm. You know, there isn't really a standard for whether or not these instruction booklets look good. And don't get me wrong, I like instruction booklets. And I'm always fond of like the full-sized cover instruction booklet designs. But let's be honest, how many times are you using your instruction booklets after you build something?
Yeah.
You're like, where are you putting them? You're not framing them. You're not using them anymore. You use them once, and then they go away.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, some people might use them multiple times, but the cover image doesn't matter that much. It's just like...
It really does not. This is a very, very minute issue that some people are trying very desperately to get Twitter clout for by being mad about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, after I built the crystallized sets, I never really looked at the instructions again. So
I'm at the point where when I ever need instructions for a set again, I don't even search for them. I just Google them because it's way faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Lego.com has like a PDF of every single instruction book. Like I don't know why you need to keep yours. I mean, I keep mine just for like.
I keep mine, but I never like.
Yeah, I never like. Hey, I need to build the set again. I'm gonna go like searching for my like instruction book. I just look it up. Also, Eljay, I was gonna say that a lot of the bigger sets now are coming. Like the instruction booklets are coming in the cardboard packaging. Like I know the Castle did. I recently got the.
Oh, that's nice.
I got the what's it called? The Celestial Realm, the Monkey Kid set.
The Monkey Kid set,
yeah, and that came with the instructions came in a cardboard like packaging instead of the plastic.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the larger sets come with.
I also had one. Was it the Golden Dragon from Crystallized? I don't know.
Possibly.
It was for that one. One of the sets I got also had that, and I was very surprised about that.
Yeah, I remember, like, before the Castle, I built something that had that. I don't remember what it was, though.
I definitely think my opinions on these have evolved a bit, because I don't remember what I said initially when they started coming out, because the first sets I interacted with that had this instruction booklet change were the crystallized sets, when Lego sent them for early review. And I think I wasn't jazzed about it at the time, but I definitely think now, like, my feelings on the matter, my thought process has evolved from when I first initially reacted to it. So, like, if I did say something during those reviews and I was like, these suck, I don't like these, like, I'm sorry, I've thought about it more than my initial reaction, and my views on it have changed. So just in case like anyone thinks back, man. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. It's like my feelings on the matter have shifted because I gave it more thought than my initial feelings on the matter. So because I just don't know what I said initially when these came out, but I want to clarify that.
Yeah.
So
also, Sokoda, I have a question.
Yeah.
The second and third floor of the jazz club on the windows, it's like a 1x2 semicircle with like with one stud in the middle.
Yeah, with like a jumper. Yes.
Yeah, is that a new piece?
No, it came in the Super Mario Peach's Castle set, but only in red, and now it's in light gray, and I'm very happy about that.
Cool. I was looking at that. I was like, I've never seen that piece before. But I also don't really follow Mario that much.
It was like in not the next year wave, but in the last Mario wave.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a cool piece.
Yeah. Okay. I think I said everything I had to say about this set. Anyone else have any final thoughts?
I'm all good. It's excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So then, I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Keep the Peace channel. We really have to build this channel. Thank you all for listening in to BrickFeed today. I hope you had a fun time, and be sure to listen in for the next one. I've been your host, Sokoda.
I've been Starbreaker.
I've been Eljay.
And I've been Josh.
And thank you all for watching.